know what? Let's record this. Just going to add the splatter to the AliExpresses. So yeah, got my paint. It's got a tiny amount of water in there, about 5%, tiny amount. So yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Anyway, let me stick it on and then we'll go from there. Right, yeah, so I've got the heating on just to the right hand side. Got my paint, wooden sticks. All we're doing is this. Now I'm not going to spend time trying to get this all in perfect video, because obviously my priority is the job, the paint job, rather than the video itself. But you get the idea. Like that. And obviously you want to do it, of course, at different angles, up and down, or etc. You know, strip, you know, like this way, sideways, this kind of thing, you know. It's pretty nice. I mean, obviously there's different techniques you can do, of course, and different styles. This is quite different from the 3.1. However, I feel that it looks really good. And obviously you can be quite specific as well, you know, in terms of what area you get it on. Right, obviously I've now put the shoe on top of the glass so that I can rotate it. That's cool. Now this is only part of it. You have to do the toothbrush technique after this. This just gets you your lines on it, obviously. Again, you want a combination of like small bits of paint and bigger bits of paint. So again, you can vary how much. Right, and so yeah, there's the fan. That is the paint I use. Right, I've just taped up the other part of the shoe just there. So let me get that set up. And also I'm trying to do this quickly because I've done just during my lunch break at work, you know, so I haven't got time to sort of fanny around too much. Right, get my stick again. This is the side that I forgot to mask off. Don't always do different angles. Remember, the good thing about these shoes is you can do whatever you want. You know, obviously this is not the same as how the 3.1s and 4s look. They're much more sort of plain and speckled. But this look just looks, in my opinions and many others' opinions, it looks really, really good on the shoes. You know, these are custom shoes, these are, so do it as you want. Actually, as well, I will say as well that the 3.1s and 4s are very, very different from the genuine shoes. You know, so yeah, even those aren't right. say genuine shoes, I mean the genuine shoes from the actual movie. I mean, otherwise the 3.1s and 4s are very, very similar to the actual Nike shoes from 2011. Right, that's looking pretty damn good. I'm liking the look of that. So now I just want to do that toothbrush technique in a second. Okay, so I'm just sort of comparing the two shoes. They both look right. Let's do the last part, which is the toothbrush technique. That just adds a little bit of a few little sort of like small little dots all over the shoe. That's all, which sort of enhance, you know, the lines the flicking does. Just little dots. Cool. Well, this is how I like to do it anyway. Cool. That was beautiful. Might look a bit of a weird technique, but seems to work well. I would say it's pretty much dry of paint, so I'll put a little bit more in there. Right, yes, there we go. That's the setup there. I think that they look really, really good. So yeah, we'll have a look at the putting on the sealants later and let that dry for a little bit. Bear in mind it's, you know, it's pretty much December. I think it's about 29th of November today, so it's fairly cold. That's why you need something like a fan heater just on a low setting, just to make the shoes slightly warm, not too warm so that the tape comes loose, obviously. Cool, there we go, nice one. Right, yep, so final stage. So I use this one with the satin varnish. You can use gloss, but I personally just prefer the satin. It's a bit sort of less blingy, that's all, a bit more sort of subtle. And you can see that I've just started to apply it there. Obviously when it's dried, it'll dry completely different to how it looks. But yes, that is very, very easy. So I'm just gonna hand paint it on now, put it in there, hand paint it on. I just do one coat, then I'll let it dry until tomorrow, and then I can peel off all of this and then make any sort of details I need to, you know, in case any sort of, you know, over paint on the fabric or anything like that seep through, clean it all up, you know, and then hopefully that's done for that. And then I need to apply the letters and of course finish the LEDs as well. Cool, right, let me crack on.